State of Utah and for the County of Cass is now in session. The Honorable Judge Spencer P. Wall is presiding. You may be seated.
All right, good morning. Let's call the case of State of Utah versus Kentrel Deshaun Gouldin, case 241100468. Counsel, please state your names for the record.
Aaron Jossie for the state. Drew Finland and Zach Finland on behalf of Mr. Gouldin.
All right, we're here today for a preliminary hearing and a bail hearing. I've had the opportunity to meet with the attorneys in chambers, and it does appear that there has been some type of an arrangement reached between the parties. Mr. Finley, would you like to go ahead and state that for the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, counsel for the state and myself have been in negotiation really since yesterday, but throughout this morning, and I've explained those negotiations to Mr. Gouldin. We are going to waive a preliminary hearing in this matter. In exchange for that, our bond will be set at $100,000. Mr. Gouldin will be able to use a commercial company to make that bond. That will be an aggregate bond covering everything in total, as contained in the charging instrument.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Finley. Mr. Keller, does that accurately represent the agreement that's been reached between the state and Mr. Gouldin?
Yes, it does, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Gouldin, have you had enough time to speak to your attorneys about this decision to waive your right to your preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right. Do you understand that the standard at a preliminary hearing is a much lower burden of proof that the government would have to meet than at trial? So instead of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, it's a lower burden of proof, which is there a reasonable belief that a crime was committed by you? And the court has to view all the evidence that it would receive in a light most favorable to the government, to the prosecution. Understanding that legal standard and having had discussions with your attorneys, do you hereby waive your right to your preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right. The court finds that Mr. Gouldin has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to his preliminary hearing. He will be bound over for trial on all the charges set forth in the information, the charging document in this case. Bail will be set through stipulation of the parties at $100,000. That will be bondable. And in talking to the attorneys, it sounds like they would like to set this out for an arraignment at a later point in time. Mr. Finley, would you like to go ahead and articulate anything specific related to that?
Yes, Your Honor. As discussed in chambers, and I explained to Mr. Gouldin, even if it's set out for arraignment, say in 60 days, the court has made it clear through discussion with counsel, if there is a resolution well before then, we're welcome to come back before Your Honor at any point in the future.
Okay, very good. So we'll set Mr. Gouldin's arraignment out in about 60 days. That arraignment would take place through WebEx. We'll have Mr. Gouldin brought here to the courthouse, and then if Mr. Finley would like to appear remotely for that hearing, he may do so. Also, if the attorneys reach some sort of resolution prior to those 60 days expiring, then just reach out to Angie and we'll get that on my calendar in a timely fashion. Angie, a date about 60 days out for that arraignment on a Monday morning, probably. July 1st, at what time? 9? Okay, so that would be July 1st at 9 a.m. or 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time, whatever you prefer.
Either one.
Okay, let's do 9 a.m. Does that work for the state?
It does, yes.
All right, Mr. Gouldin, your arraignment will be July 1st, 9 a.m. You'll be brought over from the Cache County Jail, assuming that you're still incarcerated. If not, you'd be able to appear remotely for that hearing as well, or appear in person, whatever your preference would be. Is there anything else that needs to be stated on the record here today, counsel?
Not on behalf of Mr. Gouldin. No, further from the state.
All right, with that, we'll conclude this hearing. Court is adjourned.
Martian Man TV Everybody welcome in. Appreciate everybody for coming in. If y'all been watching to this point, if you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's free, it don't cost you nothing. To extend the family and help YouTube share my movement and my story around. Spread my vibe and my energy around. And you know, just sharing. Sharing is caring, you know what I'm talking about? Especially when knowledge and information is involved. You feel me? Don't gotta be no physical thing, but mental and informational standpoint, we gotta spread around, you know what I'm talking about? We gotta articulate and vibrate through the universe. So I appreciate it if y'all hit that like button. Hitting that like button helps YouTube push my video in the algorithm. So we spread around, you know what I'm talking about? Like a healthy germ. Big facts. Something everybody need in their system. You know what I'm talking about? Martian Man TV, aka Marquise. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, I showed y'all the footage of NBA YoungBoy live in court. Basically, he bonded. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard the judge. He got set up for 100,000, 100K. I believe there's Yaya Mayweather there with him. You know, a couple support. His support system was there, which is a blessing and a beautiful thing to always be in court, man, or when you got your back against the wall and look around and you see loved ones, family, day ones, or people that you don't expect to be there supporting you, motivating you, encouraging you, inspiring you to keep your head up. If you to stay mentally, spiritually, and emotionally strong, regardless of what you're facing. So shouts out to Yaya Mayweather, the Money Team, Floyd, her dad, NBA YoungBoy, all my NBA YoungBoy fans that's rocking with me and subscribe to my channel. All the YoungBoy subscribers and YoungBoy fan club, shouts out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with Martian Man TV and keeping me in rotation. And y'all, I just want to get into it. I'm excited for YoungBoy. I don't feel like him sitting around in a jail cell while he going through his withdrawal and certain things. I feel like he should be at home. So he got the money. He not high risk. You know, he was already in Utah just chilling. He only facing a pharmacy prescription fraud situation, even though he allegedly got 63 counts he facing. This the one I believe he facing 250 years allegedly. But NBA YoungBoy, kentrel, I want to tell you, keep your head up, fam. Like, don't let this case bring you down. Keep smiling, like how what Melly be doing, spite what you going through. You innocent to proven guilty. So as of right now, NBA YoungBoy, you innocent regardless of these accusations or allegations or charges against you. You innocent until proven guilty. So shouts out to NBA YoungBoy and his family and Yaya and his kids, and you know, all NBA YoungBoy kids and all his baby mamas. I don't just want to specifically shout out Yaya, but Yaya the one who I see. I don't see the other baby mamas as much, so that's why I'm always, you know, saying something to Yaya. But yeah, y'all, this is his first, you know what I'm saying, day at preliminary court, and he bonded 100,000 just for him to fight the case and, you know, be able to chill. I don't believe, y'all, he gonna mess up the 100 G's and try to run off or, like I say, be a flight risk. I believe NBA YoungBoy just cooling back and believe everything gonna go smooth for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe he gonna have no issues. You know, but shouts out to him. I always want to see him win and doing his thing and back making good music. Some of the fans was cracking jokes at you know, his situation or whatever, or his mustache. I don't think him being an addict is a funny thing. I don't think him going through his addiction thing is funny. I think that's sad to see YoungBoy going through that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that, how he coming in. I don't even like seeing him locked up like that, but he's smiling, he's staying in good graces and in good spirit. I could see the addict tendencies. I could see addiction in his tempo or his swag. I see it in him, in his body language and his mannerisms. That was my whole thing. Like, he shouldn't be locked up for being an addict. It's obvious he's addicted to cough syrup or the lean. Look at him. So it's like, why incarcerate him? That's not helping him by incarcerating him. If anything, that's what I would call aggressive monetization of NBA YoungBoy. But it's not, quote unquote, helping his addiction. Besides detoxing him, which he could still detox at that mansion. I'm gonna say, well, Finesse 2 Times said he in a luxury jail cell, which is true. I'd rather him do his, his healing and his detoxing at the mansion in Utah than in some jail cell in Utah or some prison in Utah. At the end of the day, I wouldn't wish that on my enemy or nobody. So I'd rather NBA YoungBoy be free to be able to integrate with his mom and his kids. You know what I mean? So I like seeing the trial of this case moving forward. Y'all, I think the next time we'll be back seeing NBA YoungBoy in court would be July 1st. So we got 60 days, I believe, before we see him again. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling that. I'm feeling him having his freedom through this situation. Like I said, I didn't like seeing him in a situation like this where, he gotta give up his rights. Like right there, he just gave up his rights. He gave up his rights just so he could be in position to make bail, which is sad. Another thing that the law does to sort of put you in a bind, a rock in a hard place, as them old heads to say. You not in a good spot. You on eggshells when you violate or you give up your rights. You sacrificing your rights to have another right. And I'm not really mad at NBA YoungBoy because maybe his lawyer and them recommended that, which sometimes you guys, your lawyer not always 100% right with their decisions. Sometimes they vibe off you emotionally. So if kentrel behind the scenes is saying, hey man, I really don't want to be here, you let the DA, the state, the prosecution know whatever deal that they want to make, we putting that on the table. That way I get this bill and I can go home. So it be like that a lot, Don't nobody want to sit in jail. Don't nobody want to be eating no bologna sandwiches or getting treated like a kid or told when you can go to sleep. And whether you a celebrity or not, it's just a humanity thing. Nobody wants to be in prison, in jail. And being black or a minority, we already enslaved. So to be enslaved within a controlled environment of captivity, to be controlled again within a law enforcement captivity of a controlled environment is torture. That's why jail is jail, prison is prison. It's not really set up to rehabilitate you, even though that's what they say you doing once you go. Or you paying back to society this ultimate sin you committed, this ultimate transgression you committed, that you got to make right with the Most High before you even make it right with us or the law or the court system or the judge or this or that. So I didn't like seeing NBA YoungBoy have to give up his his rights. But I understand what he on. Pretty sure he thinking about females, and maybe the female he was arguing with Finesse 2 times about. Maybe that's why he want to hurry up and get out of there. Maybe he want to hurry up and get out of there to get high. You know what I'm saying? Not knocking him for that. I've been there. Been in there thinking about a blunt. Couldn't wait to get out and smoke some weed. Just to feel back normal again. Crazy as it sounds. So, y'all, let me keep y'all updated and, of course, educated. And I really do appreciate y'all and love everybody rocking with me. Subscribe to me. Who patronize me and support me since day one. Even if you knew and you stumbled on to me now and you vibing with me and my energy. Shouts out to you and much appreciated for everybody that leave the comments in the comment section and share me with other people and get other people to subscribe to me. Like y'all don't know. It mean a lot to me. Me coming from where I come from and me being blessed like that. And for me being blessed to have y'all attention. And it's a blessing. It feels great. Deeper than just having notoriety or fame or being famous. It's just a blessing to be heard. And for y'all to receive me the way that y'all been receiving me. You know what I mean? It's deeper than being accepted. It's being received. So I love y'all for that. Shouts out to y'all for that. And I will continue to update y'all and bring y'all more content. And we will definitely have to follow back on NBA YoungBoy and NBA YoungBoy legacy to see, is it over for NBA YoungBoy? Y'all tell me. A lot of the fans say they think it's over for YoungBoy. I feel like this warrant a new hot album. You know what I mean? He going through some things that's gonna make him. He should be writing up a storm. His next album should be great, especially if it's gonna be dealing with what he's been going through as of lately. So what y'all think? Y'all think NBA YoungBoy? Y'all think his career over? Y'all leave me the comments, down in the comment section. All right, y'all. We'll be back.